Ready to dive into the colorful world of emotions with Inside Out 2? Whether you are a joyful learner, feeling a bit like sadness, or even a little anxious like anxiety, today's lesson will help you master some fun idiomatic expressions from the movie. Number 1. To knock socks off.
What a big day!
You are such an all-star. Oh, you're gonna knock the coach's skates off. Hockey scholarship, here we come.
Stop! It's just hockey camp. I mean, who knows what'll happen?
To knock socks off is an idiomatic expression that means to impress someone greatly or leave them amazed. You are so amazed that your socks go flying. Sometimes instead of socks, people use boots or skates to express the same idea but to fit the context better. In this scene, Riley's dad says that she will definitely knock the coach's skates off at the camp, meaning that she will be so good that the coach will be very impressed. And he uses the word skates here because he's talking about hockey, where they use literal skates. To knock someone's socks off. To knock someone's skates off. The magician's performance was so incredible that it knocked everyone's socks off. The new smartphone design is going to knock your socks off with its cutting-edge features. His brilliant skills on the ice have knocked the audience's skates off. Socks, socks, socks off, socks off. Knock someone's socks off. Knock someone's socks off. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. Number 2. To be hard on oneself.
Oh, my penalty almost lost us the game today. What if I get to camp and I screw it up? Oh, Riley's so hard on herself.
To be hard on oneself means being overly critical or demanding towards oneself. It involves a high level of self-criticism and a tendency to set very high standards for oneself. In this scene, Riley is very critical about her own performance and penalty on the ice. So Sadness says that she's too critical towards herself. She's too hard on herself. To be hard on oneself. The word oneself you can change depending on the subject of the sentence. Despite doing an excellent job, she is always hard on herself and never satisfied with her performance. After missing a deadline, he was really hard on himself, even though his boss understood and appreciated his hard work. It's important not to be too hard on yourself when learning something new. Mistakes are part of the process. Herself, herself. Hard on, hard on. Riley's so hard on herself. Riley's so hard on herself. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. Number 3. To keep someone in the loop.
This is a sad story.
It's a ridiculous story. Look, again, love the energy, but you're being silly. None of this will actually happen.
Whatever you say, you're the boss.
Oh, remember when we all finally came up to headquarters?
That was like 30 seconds ago, nostalgia.
Yeah, those were the days.
Nostalgia. You aren't supposed to be here yet. You still have about 10 years, 2 graduations, and a best friend's wedding before you're invited, but I will keep you in the loop, I promise.
Alright, here is the loop. So something that is connected to the beginning. To keep someone in the loop means to keep that person informed or updated about something. So keep that person in the circle of communication so that he or she doesn't feel left out. In this scene, Anxiety says that Nostalgia came out too early. She shoves Nostalgia back and says that she will keep her in the loop, meaning that she will communicate updates with her later and will make sure Nostalgia knows about the situation. To keep someone in the loop. We keep our clients in the loop by sending them weekly updates. He is keeping you in the loop by sharing all the meeting notes. They have kept us in the loop about the changes in the schedule. Loop, loop, in the loop, in the loop. I will keep you in the loop. I will keep you in the loop. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. Number 4. To goof around.
Joy? Ladies, settle in means settle down. I need your focus, which means now I'm going to need your cell phones. All of them.
Wait,
what? You're here to work, not goof around. Got that, Anderson?
To goof around describes the act of behaving in a silly or playful manner, often wasting time instead of doing something serious or productive. Look at him, he's goofing around again instead of working. The camp coach is getting strict and tells all the trainees that they came here to work and not to goof around, so they should stop acting silly and should focus. In this phrase, goof is the verb and you can change its form. The kids were goofing around in the backyard while the parents prepared dinner. We need to get this report done by the end of the day, so there's no time to goof around. Before the teacher arrived, the student had goofed around for the entire period. Goof, goof, around, goof around, goof around. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. Number 5, to be in a pickle.
Make your way down to Bluey's house. Please kill me.
Luffy, we're in a real pickle. Could you help us get out of here?
Uh-oh, we're gonna need your help. Can you find a way out?
Now here is a pickle, the cucumber that's been preserved in vinegar. Now imagine that you are in the pickle. That wouldn't be great, would it? To be in a pickle means to be in a difficult situation. Joy says that they are in a real pickle, and the difficult situation is that they are all trapped in a glass jar and they need to get out. When the software crashed just before the deadline, the team knew they were in a pickle. After spending all his savings on a faulty car, Mark found himself in a real pickle. She was in a pickle when she accidentally double-booked 2 important meetings at the same time. Pickle, pickle. We are, in a real, we're in a real pickle, we're in a real pickle. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. Number 6, to freak someone out.
Why are we stopping? What's going on?
There it is. The red notebook.
Don't say it like that. You'll freak her out.
Why would it freak me out? Only because everything Coach thinks about you is in there. The good and the bad.
Whether she wants you on the team
Or not.
You guys, too much.
What?
To freak out is a phrasal verb that means to become very anxious, frightened, or excited. If something freaks you out, it makes you feel this very strong emotion. For example, after losing all his money, Joe started freaking out and just started shouting. In the scene, the older girls tell Riley about the coach's red notebook. Val tells her teammate not to freak Riley out, meaning not to scare her or she will feel very anxious. The horror movie freaked me out so much that I couldn't sleep alone. When the lights went out suddenly, it freaked everyone out in the office. She freaks out every time she sees a spider nearby. Freak, freak, you'll freak. You'll freak her out. You'll freak her out. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. And the final one, number 7, to be in one's zone.
Hey, Michigan. Oh, rocking the red, huh?
Yes! We are in. I hope it's okay. I know I'm not officially a Firehawk yet, but I figured since we're on the same team, we should match, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Did you, sleep last night?
No, how could I?
Big game today.
You mean the camp scrimmage?
See, I told you not to freak her out. You're all good, okay? I see you're in your zone. You're ready to score some goals.
Yeah.
To be in one's zone is an idiomatic expression to describe the state of focused, high-performance activity where a person feels confident, efficient, and effective. You are so focused on the activity that all the distractions like music, social media, and games are not bothering you, so they are outside of that zone. Val sees Riley with the red hair excited about the upcoming game, and she knows that she had been practicing the night before. She says that Riley is in her zone, so she's very focused on the game and is ready to score. Alright, so in this phrase you can change the word once to a name or to a possessive adjective. When she's coding, she puts on her headphones and is completely in her zone for hours. During the final match, the athlete was in his zone, scoring points effortlessly. He loves playing the piano because it helps him get in his zone and forget about his worries. In your zone. In your zone. I see. I see. You're in your zone. You're in your zone. I see you're in your zone. I see you're in your zone. Now pause the video and practice saying the phrase. Okay, and now it is time for you to do some exercises and check how well you understood the material. And remember, if you need extra time, you can always pause the video. Exercise number 1. Match the phrases to their correct meanings. Exercise number 2. Rewrite the following sentences using the phrases from our lesson today. We hope today's lesson knocked your socks off and left you feeling confident and ready to tackle more English. Remember, don't be too hard on yourself. Learning a language is a journey. If you ever find yourself in the pickle with English, just come back to our videos for help. We'll keep you in the loop with more exciting lessons.